Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. We are going to shotgun this real quick because frankly, there is a Honkai Star Rail banner that just came out at the same time that this dropped, and I'm so torn. There's so much to do for me tonight. So the Jingliu video will probably be coming out tomorrow at this rate, maybe tonight. But when I drop it, if you wouldn't mind giving it a watch, if that's something that interests you. It's hard to do multiple games on YouTube. Okay, it's a hard life out here. So any watch time views I can put on anything non-Fey related is always very helpful. Because you know I have multiple interests, and I'm just out here trying to be me. You know. All right, so let's take a look at what we have. Obviously, login events. Bleh, okay, doesn't really matter. Just boot up the game. Just boot it up. That's all you gotta do. Binding Worlds is ending on the 15th, so you got a couple days left for that. Tempest Trials is also ending very soon. Limited Hero Battles. There's a couple days left for that. Literally just started a couple days ago. But it only lasts about a week, so there's that. We have a new Forging Bonds, which will accompany a new Heroes banner that will be dropping soon. We'll probably get a trailer for that in the next couple days, which is always nice. And then a GHB, of course, corresponding with that. That's your free unit, your Grail unit. Pawns of Loki is nestled in there on the 20th. Very exciting, very fun. Summer Duels S, ugh, right? But hey, I have Valencia now, so maybe they're gonna immediately veto that team. I think that's what S is, right? There's so many versions of it. I hate it. Just give me one version so I can get good at it, and let me not care about anything else. Cervantes is coming back, BT dub, right over here, right after the current legendary banner ends. So look for that. Summer Duels R, I think that's the one where you solo team. I don't remember. Doesn't matter. Arthur and Tyne are in a BHB, so there's going to be a banner accompanying them as well. So if they're on your list to pick up, there you go. There's your in. Hero's Journey, free orbs, aka is what that event is. Hall of Forms picking up this time around. I think it's Sacred Stones, and I think it's both of the twins. I think it's both Ephraim and Erica, if I'm not mistaken, as legendary options there. So that, not terrible, right? Could be worse. Could be worse, for sure. So interesting Sacred Stones, Hall of Forms that we're gonna have there. Voting Gauntlet, don't know what it is. Doesn't matter. It's free orbs, baby. That's. I am on Team Feathers forever and always. We have a Mythic Hero Battle, which is of course going to accompany a Mythic banner. Talked about that in the Hero Tracker. We will talk about that in the next week or so to get you prepped for that. BHB Revival of Calm and 90. I don't know actually how to say her name, but I'm assuming it's that. And then another Tempest Trials. This one, likely ninjas, maybe not ninjas. Maybe they find. Oh, thank you for the sub. Pika, appreciate you. I don't know why Streamlabs is on this slide, but hey, shout out Pika. We have the Tempest Trial. I don't know what it's gonna be. I don't know what it's gonna be. Is it gonna be ninjas again? I don't know. Last year's ninjas, not really a big deal. Previous years have been way more power steady. Last year's, I don't even know if I care that much. Outside of Camilla, I guess, was she last year? Camilla was good. Everything else, I don't really remember. Is that the year that we had Yorm and what's her name? Muspel's sister. Can't remember her name either. See, this is how I know that last year's Ninja banner was not that great. Okay, because I can't really remember anything from it other than Camilla busted. And I think that's the same banner, but there's been so many of them that they all blend together now, and we need to do. It's time to stop. okay? It's just time to stop. It is as nice as I can be about it. It is time to stop, okay? That's just, please move on to something more interesting. Maybe fall time, maybe fall apparel, sweater banner, like picnic, but fall. Maybe do that. I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there. Back to school. I don't know. Sports festival. Off the top of my head. Just off the top of my head. So there you go. Lost Lore spoils. Also just orbs. And then Forging Bonds Revival, which I think is the book 7 Begins banner that has Ophelia and Sather and 2 others that I don't remember. So memorable. Yeah, anyway, that's happening. So as far as banners go, I mean, you can see there's like a lot, right? There's a lot. There's a ton of just Halloween revivals happening. Okay, so obviously if any of those are your favorites, prioritize them because they come but once a year now, unless you get lucky on the special hero special rate. Maybe get them there, I don't know. Point is, you should always try and build up your favorites when possible, because you're going to enjoy it that much more when you when you're playing. I have pulled for meta in the past. It's not fun, and I am always filled with buyer's remorse after the fact, because it's like, well, now I don't. Now that their bonus is you know, out of season, or it's just not fun anymore. I don't like using them anymore. So yeah, it's, you know. Anyway, there's a couple banners on here that you should probably be taking note of. Number 1, the Special Heroes event happening in November. Whether it's ninjas or not, November is a very orb heavy month. Okay, there's going to be, in fact, like a Black Friday type situation of a double Special Heroes. Again, that is primarily going to consist of summer heroes for the most part, as they have in the past. Okay, I'm talking things like Summer Fjorm, probably. All right, there's probably going to be a lot on there that you're interested. Outside of whatever this guy is, a lot of special banners in November have been relatively meta defining for the most part. Whether that stays the same, I don't know, but it's definitely worth waiting to find out. Again, unless there's a favorite, because that should trump all. Okay. Second, Mythic Hero Summoning Event. Boom. That one's going to be a good one. Okay. Not as good as probably November, but there's still some stuff popping up here that might be worth your time. November's is likely going to be a double batch. Okay, so you're probably looking at Kevasir, I think that's how you say her name, Young Sather, Small Sather, and then Big Sather, who is Golvig. And I think Sather and Hather are both on November as well. So yeah, there's the whole cycle. The whole Sather cycle is likely going to show up in November in some form or another. So that might be worth your time, but this one probably, again, worth holding off for, unless you just don't like the 1 and 3s. Totally get that vibe. Outside of those, there's going to be a double Special Heroes event happening like tomorrow or the day after, depending on time zones, I think. So you already know what that looks like because I did a video on it. Go check that out if you haven't. I'm feeling pretty confident about what it's going to look like. And you're probably going to want to pull it on Colorless. I know, crazy. And then we also have the new Heroes Return. Okay, so those banners, as ambiguous and ominous as they sound, are basically going to be rearmed and ascended heroes mushed together, okay, in like a 6% rating type situation banner. And if you've obviously missed any rearms, or if you need more, or if you missed an ascended and you want to get the floret, or maybe just like them, they are there. Okay, so those are probably the 4 that I would prioritize. It's not anything too shocking, more than likely. The New Heroes Revival is also pretty decent. Okay, we have had several shots at rearmed Ophelia. Sather, I know, is a mythic who really wants a high res stat, so obviously extra merges on her are always appreciated, right? So, you know, that one is probably worth your time too, so let's chuck that guy in there. 5. We'll throw 5ers here. There's heroes with Glimmer. That's probably going to be a mixed bag. Heroes with Smoke Skills, also probably going to be a bit of a mixed bag. But probably Smoke Skills overall good for the most part, I would bet. But again, in terms of stuff that's coming up, the 2 more important ones right here, the guaranteeds that you know are probably going to show up, they are definitely worth waiting to see what they actually are. And the good news is that they overlap a fair amount for the next couple weeks, so you've got some playtime. Outside of that, not really anything worth spending your orbs on. I know, which is crazy because there's a lot of good stuff here. But November, December, January, February, they're going to be way better. Okay? The next quarter is going to be bonkers. So if you are free to play, especially, or maybe you just don't want to pay out the nose, budget. And just know that most of the stuff here is probably worth passing on. For things that are upcoming in November, December, especially. So, outside that, that's what you got. That's my take. Hope you appreciate it and it helps you, because I've been playing this game for like almost 8 years now, which is insane. Anywho, thanks for watching. I'm going to go do Star Rail stuff now, and I will see you in the next one.